Everyone, welcome to the first mobile Palm Beach podcast.
Yeah.
Dr. James Spencer, how are you doing today?
Honestly, it's a pleasure to have the big guy in town. And
I'm only 5'9".
Yeah, but you're the legend when it comes to balance training.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
And that's something, fellow balance trained, I don't know, entrepreneur.
Enthusiast.
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
too.
That's
Because you enthuse and you learn how to make a little money off of it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
Or pay for surf trips.
Well, it was the one thing that we were saying earlier is just embracing the inner kid, Mike. And that was a big running theme that is now becoming a little bit more apparent for a lot of the podcasts that we've had. So it all started with ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Get out and play.
No, embrace your inner kid.
I like that too.
Embrace your inner kid. I like it because we look forward to those moments when we can become a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
So surfing for me, snowboarding, wakeboarding, wake surfing,
Yeah.
all the different games that we can play
Literally.
to
We'll
bring
take 'em
the
all.
inner kid back out
I
again.
like that.
Yeah.
And we can't thank you enough for driving down because we know you don't live anywhere near here. How long is the drive?
It's I had an appointment yesterday. I combined the weekend. I tried to get as many things done. I tried to get a date, and the gal that I asked to go out, she's up in North Carolina for the weekend, so I missed that chance.
Shucks.
But when I have to drive all the way from Melbourne to West Palm to have a date, then
Hey.
Make it happen, big guy.
make it happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had a business appointment yesterday. I had lunch with my mom just a couple hours ago.
Beautiful.
And go and watch the Gator Georgia game here momentarily with friends I grew up with.
I said it's great
all, that's
to
it.
be
Gator
a
bait.
Florida
Yes, sir.
Gator.
And, yeah, those old dull dogs are gonna get chewed up.
I told Hunter earlier that because we went to UNF, this was one of our favorite weekends of the whole year.
Yep.
Because it was like Halloween and like girls in Jacksonville in college and Halloween.
It's a win-win.
It's a fun weekend.
That's
Rolling
it.
right into a Florida, Georgia.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's not a sober time.
Yes. There was a couple beers in the world's largest cocktail party.
Yes. Outdoor cocktail party.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So, but honestly, you were one of our very, very early podcast guests. I mean, maybe like in the first 10. I'm trying to remember what number, but thank you for believing in our show and coming on when we really didn't have anything much to show. So it's, we've always looked up to you as a guy who created something that we love to play with, but then you also, showed face and came. So we appreciate that.
Really, really appreciate the support.
no, you guys are one of the few in this country. When I travel overseas, I go to Europe, I go to Japan. They treat me like a king. I'm like a celebrity, and I love it. I can't get it, and they go, "Well, why is this so unusual?" I said, "Because in the United States, they don't give a shit.
They really
Nobody
don't.
cares. So you guys contact me, and you care.
Yep.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go."
Well-
it's not happening very often.
That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, my
And
pleasure.
you're just a nice dude,
Yeah.
and I have to say, like, you have the coolest glasses in town. Nobody else can do this with their glasses, right?
The clicks.
Hey.
And I'm not sponsored
Practical.
anymore. A buddy of mine owned the patent and owned the company, and he sold it 9 months ago. So my freebies just got cut off. So,
You better save them then.
well, I'm telling you, I've got about 8 pairs, so they're scattered throughout. So if I forget them, I know where another pair is. So I've got enough to last me for a little bit. But
Sure.
I was on the gravy train. That
I
was
like
nice.
that. I like
was
that.
Nice. I'd get just send them a text, and I said I broke another pair. 2 more pairs would show up in 4 days.
I
So.
love it. I love it.
So let's tell all of our listeners and viewers, buy an Indo board for Christmas for your friend,
Oh,
got to.
family,
No
cousins,
better.
brothers.
No better gift that keeps on giving, and it lasts a lifetime. I mean, the detriment to my product is not like a skateboard where you buy a skateboard, you're going to break that deck if you're
Sure.
active and you're grinding and doing rail slides and all of that stuff. You're going to break the deck. The Indo board will last you a lifetime.
Yep.
So it's a great investment. Unfortunately, I have to always find new customers.
Yep.
Or get somebody hooked and then they buy one of the other models because we have 8 different models.
That's why Apple doesn't sell TVs, because you keep them for like 10 years. They'll sell a phone because you break it or lose it.
They sell a phone because they're going to upgrade it and then tell you 3 years later, sorry, we're not going to upgrade that model anymore. You got to
Get the new one, yeah.
They're the biggest crooks in the world. But I can't enjoy that, but I can spread the word of balance to whoever will embrace it, and you'll get a great product, and there's no better Christmas present. So,
And what do you say for a beginner? Like that half Bosu ball, is that like the best way to get started?
that's more of a training tool.
Really?
Yeah. We call it the Indo Flow Balance Cushion, and it's more difficult, as in using more musculature.
Sure.
So when you're doing something on an unstable surface, like if you do dumbbell curls and then you put the cushion and the deck on underneath, then all of a sudden you're engaging everything. So kids don't care about that.
Yeah.
So you don't want to begin the kids on the balance cushion, because typically they say to me, "This is too hard. I don't like it." It's hard because it's difficult and you have to pay attention.
Sure.
And the roller and the deck, to adults, they think that's difficult because they're worried about falling and busting their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, they don't care.
Which you probably will do at one point.
Oh,
like, let's
it's
be
That's part
honest.
of the deal.
If you're going to ride an Indo board, you can bust your ass.
Yeah.
Not all the time. And I do it. I kind of did it when you guys were watching me. It was because of the floor. But
Tile floor.
anyway, we sell a training package that I came up with, that idea of the Indo Flow cushion, the deck, and the roller, the 3 items together, because mom and dad can use the cushion.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And the kids can use the deck and the roller.
Well, and I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I was teaching wakeboarding in Jacksonville, when the parents would drop the kids off, that was kind of the pre-routine before we got onto the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have the little Indo board set up on the carpet, and I can't tell you how much fun every single kid would have while playing around on that before we even got onto the wakeboard.
Yeah.
And if anything, it actually helped them wakeboarding.
Absolutely. And here's a quick story. We go to wake surfing. Jimmy Redmond, who's the owner of Liquid Force,
Yep.
which is the #1 wakeboard and wake surf company, told me, and he's a surfer from the surfing background, he told me he won't take anybody that's a beginner wake surfer out wake surfing until they ride an Indo board.
I like that.
Yeah. And he's
like
serious.
that.
He
Rite of
says,
passage.
I put them on it, and that's where I fine tune them as to what we're going to do on the wake surfboard behind the boat. And if they can't get it, I know they're going to struggle really hard out on the water. So
Yep.
I just spend time with them and get it right. And I mean, that's no better endorsement in the industry.
Cheers to that.
Jimmy Redmond, I love him. But it all works. I mean, it improve your balance in every aspect of life, business,
Mentally.
mentally. You know, I mean, in this day and age, we're stressed to the hilt. So get a little balance going.
Got to. Flow
Got to.
state, baby.
Well, thanks for coming on and talking about
Oh.
anything but politics with us.
We're not going to do that.
Hey, beautiful.
There's a piece of art over here that, if you haven't read it, the gratitude piece, has the most important message. And if I don't take anything out of here, which I'm going to take a whole lot because you guys are awesome, is gratitude. Think
Cheers.
about that and live that.
Yeah.
Put that into part of what's going on, and show your gratitude to everybody around you. It comes back tenfold and turns into love.
You hear
And
that?
the Beatles said, all you need is love.
Hey,
Never
did you know
forget it.
one of the Beatles was barefoot walking across Abbey Road?
Guess who?
If you could pick one Beatle.
If I pick one Beatle,
It
I'd
might
go
be the only
John.
one that's left.
John.
Yes, sir.
It was John.
Yes, sir.
John was always a barefoot.
Yep.
So,
But
but man,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Saw Yellow Submarine, the best movie ever. That's the message. It's the last part of the movie.
I don't know. Happy Feet's a pretty good movie too.
Well,
If you ever
no, I
watched
mean
Happy
there's
Feet. I'm only joking.
there's a lot of great movies, but I mean Yellow Submarine is such a story, and it ends with this huge crescendo, and they're singing the song "All You Need Is Love."
I agree with
It's
that.
true.
And that sums up all of this political situation around here. Forget what side, blip.
Doesn't matter.
All you need is love, show gratitude, and stay balanced.
I like that. That's a good message.
Well, Hunter, thanks
Hunter.
for being our first pop-up podcast guest.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks,
man.
Mike, Jim. Oh my gosh,
It's a true pleasure, and again, thank you for making the trip down, and again, believing in us.
I do. I'd love it, and I'll come back anytime.
All right, let's go grab another beer, guys.
Bear time.
Our show is brought to you by Pump House Coffee Roasters, Hopportunities in Delray Beach, and the Lotus Travel Company for retreats and tours in Palm Beach County.